Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the shed. So part 2 on the Honda Chailey. So in the last video you saw I got it running. I had to use a spray bottle. I still can't find them carb parts, but we're back on it today. So let me show you where we're at. I've already made a little start just to get it up on a stand. So have a look. There she is. She's up on the stand. And to get it that far, I've had to take the exhaust off. Again, don't mind admitting, this took a while. I spent a lot of time with heat to make sure that I didn't break the exhaust. If it was my bike, I'd have just ripped it off, but you know. That's the carb as we left it. Same old, same old. Yeah, so today is going to be strip down. Now, I still don't know how far to strip this down. I'm thinking, obviously, seat off, rack off, back wheel swinging arm out. The front forks need looking at as well. I don't think I'm going to take the engine out. Don't believe there's no need. It works. Still don't know what I'm going to do about a carb. We might have to put like a C71 on it and then put a choke, because it has no choke. Well, it does. It's automatic, and that's what this little thing does down here. It's some kind of bimetallic strip that's attached to the head, and as that heats up, but the likelihood is, being this old and sat that long, it probably won't work. So yeah, I think we're just going to get it stripped, and then we got mass clean up on all the parts, I suppose, and then we can start making a list of what to order. So we know we're going to need new chain and sprockets, but yeah, strip her down and then the big clean up starts, I suppose. Right, I'll set you up for a montage. She's stripped and prepped now for washing. So I did take the rear mud guard off. Like I say, everything's taped up, ready to go. I don't think I'll use a jet wash. I might just do it all by hand. Jewelry's still out. I still might undo the engine, lift the frame off. But to be honest, the frame's not too bad. You can see under the back, up here is lovely, a bit crispy down here, but nowhere near rotten. So that has to be cleaned back and treated, painted. But like we said at the start, what we're trying to do is keep this as original as possible. So these forks will probably need rebuilding, but they don't hold oil in the traditional sense, but they're very easy. I can do them on there. Yeah, so we've got a box of bits, 2 wheels, a carb still in bits, loads of mess to tidy up, and some bits down there as well. Yeah, so yeah, gonna have my work cut out cleaning up all of this. Yeah, I still might take this off yet, but we'll see. We'll get it cleaned and start the process of going through the box and all the other parts, and start cleaning them up one by one. Okay, just finished cleaning it. It's come up pretty well. I didn't use a jet wash, just done it by hand. I suppose that's the next bit to tackle. I need to get, well, find all the bits for that. So yeah, it's a lot cleaner. Forks came up really well, nice and shiny, so not pitted. There go again. Yeah, came up pretty nice. Now it's just all the rest of it. Okay, so I put the horrible carb into the ultrasonic. Just waiting for it to heat up, and we'll give it a full 30-minute blast, and hopefully that'll free some of it up. Let's have a look when it's cooked. So the carb came out of the ultrasonic. I nearly forgot to do a bit of video, but as you can see, it's lovely and clean. Gave it an hour in the end. I fully assembled it and then remembered, oh, actually I need to show you what it looks like. So yeah, happy with that. Hopefully we saved this one. Okay, with the carb done, got the parts cleaner set up, got some degreaser, got all my brushes, and what I've done is I've laid out the rear of the bike. So we've got the swinging arm, brake carrier, wheel which I've disassembled, wheel spindle, shock absorbers, rear foot pegs, handguard and rear mudguard. So I'm going to work on the rear of the bike first. There's no point cleaning this sprocket up because, well, the plastic bit comes off and the whole sprocket gets replaced. So yeah, let's get cleaning all these bits. Just look at that swinging arm. We'll see what it comes up like. Just been brushing on some neat degreaser, let that soak for a while and see what comes off. I think it's going to need some paint, this. It's pretty bad, but yeah, we'll see how this bit comes up. We'll let that soak. I might try some, I've got some really strong alloy wheel cleaner. I might try that because it'd be safe on metal. Okay, well, let's see what this ends up like. Okay, I've been at it about an hour now. Swinging arm came up quite nice. I think I'm going to have to paint some places. It's got a lot of bare metal, but came up all right. Brake plate come out okay as well. Now these are, sometimes these are painted, sometimes they're not. These are painted. Wheel hub came up quite nice. You can see the difference between one side of the wheel and the other. That's just been washed. It looks like it's been painted. Obviously I've got to clean the inside, but I'll do that with a wire brush and paint the inside. But I want to try and leave as much of the original paint as possible. Going well. Both sides of the wheels, shock absorbers, all looking clean. But I just thought I'd show you how filthy this was. So I've done half the mudguard. I think you see that half clean, this half dirty. Look underneath. So yeah, this bike was absolutely filthy, but you know, we're getting through it. Right, so that's all the rear components now cleaned up. Swinging arm, hubs, brake plate, wheels, shock absorbers, rear mudguard, chain guard, rear footrests. So some of this will need putting on the pillar drill, so we can get rid of all this rust. Some bits will need painting, like the inside of these rims. I will spot paint some of this swinging arm, but try and keep as much of the original patina as possible. But yeah, they all come out really nice. But that's enough of that tonight. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.